Parents play a very important and integral part in our lives. Sometimes they influence our decision making. It is said that what an elder sees sitting, a child cannot see it while on a tree. Does that still stand? So stay tuned while we take a short break, and when we are back, we'll be introducing our topic and our guests. Welcome back to another episode of Clad Talks. If you're just joining us, kindly like, share, and subscribe. Today we'll be discussing an interesting topic: parental influence on our romantic choices. So welcome on board our guests. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Very
fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Atunya, how does it feel to be a guest on your show?
It feels weird, but still fun actually. I'm tired of always sitting there and being in charge sometimes. I like to give space to people to like, I don't know.
So, let me throw my question. Do you think parents should, in terms of the relationship or making choices, do you think their influences should be towards the negative or the positive?
Well, I don't think they should actually influence our decisions because they already brought us up, they trained us and everything, so they should be able to trust our decision making. So if we bring somebody and say this is who we want to be in a relationship with, this is who we want to spend the rest of our lives with, they should support our decision. Okay,
but what if they see something wrong, or they've noticed a particular thing wrong with the spouse you brought or you've spoken?
They're also the one that taught us that we learn from our mistakes, isn't it?
True.
So they should let us make the mistake and we'll learn from it. Then they cannot bring our attention back. Okay, remember I said this, but I told you to go ahead and now you've seen the mistake. So next time you learn from this.
I think I kind of agree with him.
You agree?
I do.
Okay, but what if this spouse, this thing is actually written, it's so clear, but only you can't see it because you're in love?
Well, there's this Yoruba adage. I don't know how to say it in Yoruba, but I'll just translate it in English. It'll be like, a dog that wants to go missing, a dog that wants to get lost, would not hear the whistle of his hunter. So when a particular, let's say I bring someone home and there's so many red flags and I'm getting warnings from parents, friends, and everybody, and I don't listen, it's up to me.
I don't be that dog. I don't want to
they're saying PG.
be that dog because the thing is, if my parents are saying a particular thing about this person or my friends, and I go to church and I talk to my pastor and he's also saying the same thing, I feel like I'll pause back a little. You don't want to be in a situation whereby you're regretting, and I don't want to bring kids into this life and then should I say separating from my partner because of the mistake I could not see.
Okay.
So at some point, I will pause back a little and do my finding.
How much can you find? Because you're in love already and you're at the point of marriage or whatever. But for me, at that point, I don't think I would say anything.
Okay, let me.
I won't be able to find anything because this is somebody I've been dating.
Truly, love will actually conquer the whole thing. But at the same time, we need to pause back because things are happening. But if the parent is just thinking about, he's a Yoruba guy,
Exactly, I wanted to say something, bringing tribal conflicts and religion as well. But how do you handle that? You have a spouse that is a Muslim and you are a Christian. That one is very strong.
That is understandable if your parents are negative towards that, because I said earlier, our parents brought us up. Imagine you being brought up in a Christian home. You already know the kind of background you have, and you carry your two left leg and say, no, it's a Muslim you want to be with.
Two left leg is love. Love can happen anywhere.
You know what you are getting into. You know where you are from. You know where you are coming from.
So is this in the case of religion alone?
Yeah, in the case of religion alone, you know they would never accept that. It's just like a slap to their face. Okay, imagine your parent is your mom is a pastor, your dad is a pastor. You're the child of a minister, and you say you want to get married to a Muslim.
So it means that you still care about what they think and not how you feel.
That's something that you know beforehand, but you still went. But in a situation whereby
this is love. Like, who cares about my parents?
You should put that into consideration.
Sorry, I care about my parents.
I care about my parents because they
care
put
about
me
my
through
parents,
school.
please.
They
Yes.
put me through school. Okay, if it was in a situation whereby, because I wanted to ask a question earlier, a situation whereby you met this person in school, religion aside now, this is not religion or anything. You met this lady in school. As a guy, you met this lady in school. This girl was with you through thick and thin, and definitely relationship has issues. But she was there. She was always there. Then after saying that, okay, I see a future with this lady, then you bring her home, then your mom or your dad now say, let's go and see my pastor. I say, no, I saw it somewhere that this is not the right person for you. You now say because one pastor somewhere said, this person is not the right person for you. You now forgo everything that this lady has done for you. Does that make sense?
It doesn't.
Exactly. I can't listen to whatever. Let me go and be with that person. Anything where my eyes see, I collect.
So concluding from the part of religion, you said we have to think about what our parents think, knowing where we came from.
And
you're also very wrong in this 21st century if our parents still think about the religion stuff. I feel like if I get married to a Muslim, because I don't know where my husband is today, and I don't know where God is going to take me to. But I feel like if I get married to a Muslim, it's not like I will obviously be. It's not like I'm going to worship two gods. I'm going to be praying in Muslim way, and I'm going to be praying in Christian way.
For me, For me, I don't think I can ever get married to a Muslim.
Are you saying Muslims are bad or what?
No, they are not bad. But I don't think I can put myself in that place of leaving everything I've been taught as a Christian to kind of adapt, not just adapting, because when you have kids, that adaptation you're saying is going to be very, very tricky. Is either you make them Christians or you make them Muslims.
That's
because
why
I don't know how they would combine both, especially when they are still toddlers, teenagers, babies. When they grow up, they can decide that, oh, I love the Muslim way, I want to follow that path. But growing up where you have to wake up by 6 a.m., do your morning devotion, then you're like, no, I have to wake up by 4 because I have to kneel.
Because you're Muslim.
Exactly.
It's different than what we think actually.
It's
the
so
thing
deep.
is actually more of understanding. If you have a partner, it still comes down to you and your partner. Because I know of families whereby the father is a Muslim, the mother is a Christian.
Yeah, I do too.
The father, when it comes to Muslim celebrations, he celebrates it in grand style. And anytime Daddy Gio, that's Pastor Yadiboye, is having program, he always watches Dove TV. His wife goes to church. His wife is even a minister in church. So it's that understanding. It's that balance. But if you don't know your partner well enough to have that understanding,
yes, that's
you are going to have issues later.
I feel like
Exactly.
at some point there would be, why not pick this?
No, there won't be if you
our
have that
parents-
understanding. And it's that understanding you have to explain to your parents that, Alpha, we already have this. I'm in love with this person, and this is
the
what
connection I
we
want.
already arranged. We're not going to have issues. So it's not left for you to give us your blessings.
Sorry
It's
to
as
say,
simple as
but
that.
85% of parents would not even agree. African parents will not agree, which is so wrong. Let us make our choices.
Well, that's why I'm grateful for this time that we are in now, because themselves, they are already saying that times are changing. Okay,
They're not changing because this time not changing here. Because I know of people that still do matchmaking. Do you think matchmaking is right?
Why would you want to do matchmaking?
No. Why would you want to do?
Kids?
Well,
Even in churches as well, I hear
Yes,
a single
friends.
sister, a single brother. What?
Parents still
That's-
have their saying when it comes to getting married.
Parents, pastors, imam, whoever, like, have the right to advise. But I don't
but
think
not make
That's when
choice.
it comes
make
down
that
to us.
decision.
it actually still comes down to us, because
It
when you
still doesn't. I'm sorry to say, it's funny because some parents will threaten you with your life savings or threaten you with
That's another part.
exactly. They will threaten
Okay.
with your should I say your property that you get from them, like.
that's
you get-
I mentioned something
So
about
and someone like somebody now that does not have a job and the person is hoping, my father will give me like 50% of his will, will just forfeit the love of his life.
Some mothers even emotionally blackmail
They'll-
you. I carried
they'll
you
tell
for
you
9
this.
months,
Do
so
you
this,
understand?
that. You get.
I just feel like our parents should stop doing that. Don't do that because some people are strong. They'll just go and kill yourself.
well, it's like I said, it still comes down to us. I will use myself for as an example, right from when I was growing up, I would proudly say I'm the black sheep of the family.
Okay.
It's not like my parents they were strict when they needed to be, but I made them understand at a very early age that this is my life. I should be able to make some decisions. And it got to a point whereby it was my mom that came to at first. She started understanding. You lay down your rules, they lay down their rules, and then you come to a compromise. You come to a middle ground.
Do you think African parents want to come to a compromise
That's why I said
hear your own point?
That's why I said it's like a build-up. You cannot just start suddenly.
It depends on the family.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like a build-up. It's like I didn't just start it once. It's a build-up. Yes, I told you I was a black sheep. It started from small. There were so many times they locked me out of the house. But you stand your ground. There was a part in the Bible that said you whip your child with your right hand and you draw him closer with your left hand.
They will whip or they won't trust.
They will whip you, they will draw you closer. You stand your ground. And when they see, I want to believe that when they see that this thing truly matters to you, because even if our fathers are always like the stricter version, no mother will want to see a child that she carried in her womb for 9 months go through emotional trauma. When you see that this thing matters to you, matters a lot, and you are going through a lot because of this,
that's another
they
side.
Definitely want to view your
Some
points.
mothers don't care. Some mothers don't care.
Actually, some mothers don't care.
Some mothers don't care. So maybe you're just speaking for yourself. Yes.
True, yeah, because should I say when you're in your house and you're going through some, your boyfriend did this to you and you want to be crying to your mother? How? How don't you face your mother?
In fact,
a guy did what?
I
say a guy.
Thank you.
Even
as a girl, for you to have a first guy as you're dating, how do you break it? Like, Mom, I want to tell you something. I have this guy.
Remember I said something about build up, yeah? It depends on how you build that relationship from the start.
As old as I am, I don't think I can call my mom and say, this is what's going on in my relationship, or this is what's
But you know that our parents actually know that at our age,
they know. They don't want to admit.
It's funny.
They don't expect you to not be in a relationship at this age.
But they don't want us to say it.
Say it. Exactly.
They can be saying that, you're answering call with somebody, but they won't just act it. But don't come and say it.
That's what I used to think about my parents, that they don't want me to say it until I actually had that conversation. And come and see who was all curious and like.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, wow.
I've had different conversations with my mom, and the reply she's giving you will be different from when it start happening.
Yes, actually.
I've asked my mom, will it be fine? I'm an Igbo girl. Will it be fine for me to date a Yoruba guy? You know, Igbo people are like, no, Igbo.
Yes, the Ada family.
Whether Ada or not, they just feel like, you automatically. I don't know if there's this beef with Igbo, Yoruba and Igbo kind of. You can go to any other tribe, but there's this Yoruba thing and Igbo thing. So my parents would be like, so I was asking my mom, like, do you think I can date a Yoruba guy? And she was like, as long as he loves you, he can take care of you. That's my mom. But I feel like when it happens and I don't believe that. There'll be, because of what she has said, she might just want to and love. But I feel like deep down she will still be. You didn't see any other guy.
Talking about my family again. My mom is actually Yoruba and my dad is Igbo.
That's why it's going to be easy from you. Easy from your family. Do you understand? But we're talking about two Igbo people.
Yes.
Are you playing?
Exactly.
Are you playing?
So are you saying parents should have influence on our romantic choices?
So a quick question, right? So do you think when you have both parents alive here, do you think if your dad says, okay, she married a particular girl, then your mom also had a different opinion here, is there somebody can actually like settle it or something?
That is depending on the relationship you have with both parents. Because right from the onset, you will know that there are some situations where your father and your mother don't agree.
Yeah.
So right from the onset, you already know how you balance their opinions. So when it comes to now marriage issue, you can actually refer to the way you've been settling the issues in the past. Because I don't want to believe that it's only on that marriage that they will ever have different opinions regarding you. They will have been having it in the past. And there's a way you have been settling it in the past. You get me right. So when it comes to something like that, it's still left to you. You have to find a common ground. Speak to your dad one-on-one, have to have discussion. Speak to your mom, find out their reasons, and I'll find a way to like merge. And if worst come to worst, you rebel. I don't support rebellion, but you rebel.
True, but if I should actually pick a guy over my parents' blessing, please, that guy, don't leave me.
I'm sure you're enjoying the show, but we have to take a short break. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. So we just have one more last questions for our guests. So,
Ready.
Antonia, I want to ask if you bring a spouse like from a different religion, like you said you're Christian, and you have a Muslim that you love so much and you want to get married to, so and you bring to your parents, what do you think their judgment would be?
Okay, parents are actually very caring and very supportive.
Okay.
But when I bring a spouse as a Muslim, if I'm going to be honest, at first they will not obviously accept, right? Because it's normal. You get married to a Muslim, I have to adapt to a Muslim life. But at the same time, actually, if you don't give me that blessing, if they actually say that I actually love this person, and the person too actually loves me back, I feel at some point they just let me go to go and make my mistake and pray for me along the line. But my parents are not against being a Muslim or whatever, but they just believe you both should love yourself and stick together.
Thank you so much. So, Michael, one more question for you. So, if you meet or have met a lady from the north and you impregnate her, yes.
Oh my God.
And you impregnate her and you bring her to your parents, and this is the lady I want to get married to. Remember, she's from the north and she's pregnant for you. So what do you think will be your parents' reaction or response?
First and foremost, wetin I define good north.
You never can tell where you will be kicked. You understand? People Northerners are living in Lagos. You're joking.
But the thing is, my background, my dad is Igbo, my mom is Yoruba. And the kind of person I am, I don't know, I think I kind of tend toward ending up with a Yoruba lady or Igbo lady. Anything aside that, it's for me. But if by any chance it happened by mistake, maybe I didn't know at first that this person is from the northern tribe, and it happens.
Okay.
For me to even get involved with her in the first place, there must be some connection, because I can't do that with someone that there's nothing between us. So if there's that connection and I find out later that, okay, she's pregnant with my kid, but she's not from Igbo, she's not Yoruba, she's from the north, I'll take her home. There's nothing I can do. Then Afa, Male, Popsi, Katakata don't bust. Now we didn't stop BD, so I won't take move forward. My dad is a very cool person. He's like me. He doesn't have issues. My mom, at first, my mom is also a cool person. I really, really appreciate the kind of friends I have. They don't have issues. At first, they might be like, everything you say fine, good, no. Like, everything you define. That's what they will say. But in the end, love conquers all. You end up being with the person. Ethnicity doesn't change anything. Love matters the most.
Yeah, that's what I say. Actually,
Thank you so much for being able to share your own experience, and for us hearing from you. I appreciate, and thank you once again for being on the show. We'd love to see your faces.
No problem. Thank you very much.
So much. So that brings us to the end of the show. And like we said, parental influence on our romantic choices. For me, I think that if your parents have any negative or positive decision or influence towards your spouse, then you should just take a chill pill, relax, go back to all those things they have talked about, or your friends, or whatever things people are saying. Just go back. Don't be in a hurry. just calm down, go back, do your findings, do your check-ins, and if you're good, my dear. Please follow your heart, but at the same time, be wise. Thank you so much, and that brings us to the end of today's episode. See you and love you all. Bye.